welcome to the show. This is the third podcast of the week. It's been a busy week, but I love it. I'm excited today. A lot of things going on. I'm happy you're here. Josh Label, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm 100% here. Josh Label, what's up, bro?
Just living nice. It's like what we were just talking about earlier. Yeah. Like I'm done, but it doesn't feel like that yet. But I have a feeling like this Saturday I'll probably feel like, oh shoot, I have nothing to do.
Those are the worst, bro.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to where it says Moano on the other side, yeah, in front of it, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's the front. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
so
perfect.
But yeah, like I'm so used to like during these 16 weeks of the semester, it's just an endless cycle of, you know, during the week it's class, homework. Friday I kind of chill, but I still have to do shit. And then Saturday a little like same thing as Friday, and then Sunday it's work all day on the school paper, and then that gets uploaded Sunday night. And then,
I have a bunch of questions for you, bro. Okay, let's get started. Josh Label, oh man, it sucks because the people that I've been interviewing lately, I've only known you guys for only 9 months.
Yeah.
And it sucks because we all met, besides Caleb Emilio, we all met in cinematography class. So it's funny because you're not a cinematic arts major. Let's dive into that. But we did projects together. We did a film together that's coming out tonight. Let's get into that. What's your business? I mean, what's your business? what's your major, bro? I already said it.
Yeah, Diego already said it. I major in business. Specifically, I'm in accounting concentration.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
math, bro. Math is not my friend, dude.
Yeah. I actually used to be a math major before I changed. That was during community college. But yeah, and then spring 2020 was when I made the decision to minor in film.
Why is that? I'm very curious. Before you answer that, I want to answer. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Camera's good? Because I usually have a camera break. It's recording. Here we go. All right. You're saying?
So, I'm trying to like rewind a little bit, like in terms of like when it started. I guess me being a part of the fitness industry, I'm not like an influencer or anything, but I compete in powerlifting, and obviously and obviously I follow other lifters and all that. And so like one popular powerlifter that everyone knows, his name is Russell Orhe, and if you look at his YouTube videos, they're pretty high quality, and a lot of that has to do with the guy behind the camera, Duhan, I believe is his name. So, and he has a lot of sick edits and all that, and you'll see like when you watch a YouTube video, it's pretty much like a little TV show. It's anywhere as little as 15 minutes, but there are like somewhere like the videos lasting like 45 minutes. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't really follow anymore. It gets pretty repetitive. It's just it's always him talking about prep, diet, his small businesses and all that. But yeah, that was when I was like a little more aware of like, oh, in terms of coming up with like a high quality video, like the barrier to entry seemed lower than what I originally thought. So then I was like, okay, I think I might be more comfortable being behind the camera than in front of the camera when it comes to fitness YouTube videos, because I experimented with being in front of the camera, vlogging by myself. I hated it.
You don't like vlogging?
I hate my voice. Like I'll be honest, like I may or may not listen to this episode because I don't know if I want to listen to myself.
It's funny you say that. Just this morning, I was telling a close friend of mine, I was doing the podcast, and I told them, I was like, yeah, I'm doing a podcast today. I'm like, oh, they're like, who's it? I'm like, oh, who is it? They're like, and I'm like, oh, it's Josh Label. We did this together, da da da. And they're like, why? Why are you interviewing him? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I like his voice. No, seriously.
If you want to take me out to dinner, go for it, dude. Like, I'm not turning that down.
No, but other than that, the reason why there's more reasons why I have you on here. It's cool because of the fact that you have a variety of skills. You have a variety of interest. We worked on a project last semester, if you remember. I was very proud of it. That four of us worked on a short.
We did two, right?
We did two. The
midterm.
Nosferatu with Josh Whitaker. Right?
Yeah. And then we did the War of Arms, the reboot.
Tell us about that. Oh, I kind of want to talk about the experience a little bit.
Okay. Well, I guess the.
What was your role? What
was my role? I think I was second AC, right?
You're a first AC.
First AC.
You're first
okay.
AC.
Okay. And then Vince was second AC.
No, he was. Or
was he Gaffer and
yeah,
okay?
Grip,
oh
yeah.
well, we did like multiple roles because it was only 4 of us with the amount of equipment we had. But yeah, like in terms of like pre-production, like you got the story down and all that. Yeah. But I remember in terms of like reserving the equipment, where I'm 100% gonna take the blame because it was
why. What happened?
You don't remember?
No, what happened?
My competition.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah,
that's
for
right.
those of you wondering, what I'm talking about is it was December 4th that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So that Friday, I flew to Seattle and then I drove 2 hours north to compete in Bellingham, Washington. And that was to qualify for my collegiate national competition that I did.
But we were able to film.
Yes, we contacted Sylvia, and then she was able to. Yeah,
we were like, you guys were supposed to be in production like 6 days ago.
Yeah. So we were like, oh shoot, but we worked it out where so I flew back.
Yeah. The Sunday,
I flew back Monday. Sunday, and then we started, or was it Monday?
I think it was Monday.
Okay.
Then you came back Monday. We filmed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah. We did it for 2 days or 1 day?
We just did it all in one go.
1 day. Holy crap.
I just remember we showed up. You and Jonathan showed up at like 4:30ish, I think.
Yeah.
I showed up at 5ish.
Yeah.
I think, and then
we did. It was a 2-minute film. Took us 5 hours. 5 hours just to do a 2-minute film. And I was like, bro, but that's because we were learning, dog.
That it happens, you know. Learning, or sometimes even if you set up, you're like, oh shoot, this doesn't work.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, what do we do?
The story is that 2 roommates, they were arm wrestling for a cookie. That's literally it. That's literally the story. War of Arms, where they just win a cookie. Bro, but I really, like I said, you're into different interests, different varieties of things that you literally physically do, like your competition for fitness.
Yeah,
what got you into that, man? I remember you posted a couple months ago, your past self of how you look like, and compared to how you look like now, bro.
Okay,
you look fit right now, bro.
Yeah. So if you're talking about. I'm blushing. If you're talking about the first time I've ever touched a barbell or dumbbell, that was like a decade ago. Okay, this is like middle school.
Oh right.
But
you don't count those.
Yeah, I don't really count them, especially even in high school too. There was a period of time where I was working out consistently in high school, but that was mainly because I was terrified of the football coach.
Oh, really? You did football too?
1 year. 1 year. Yeah.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah. That was a ride, undefeated, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna end on top.
For sure. Okay, for sure.
But yeah, a lot of it was just because I had to, not really because I wanted to, and then beginning of college, the freshman 15 and all that. I think that's pretty much what I did. Like I remember ending high school at like 180ish, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, dude.
But there was a point one time I stepped on the scale and I was 210 pounds, the biggest of my life.
Yeah, and I'm the biggest I've ever been right now.
Really?
Yes, correct.
How do you feel though?
No, I don't feel good.
Okay.
I don't feel great.
Yeah.
I am not healthy. It sucks, bro.
Yeah. Well, I did feel that, but at the same time, it was just like, I just didn't want to lose the weight. It was like me kind of telling myself, like, I'll be fine type of thing,
I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll live.
That's funny. That is funny.
But then there was a point where it's like, okay, I'm actually getting tired of it.
Yeah, of course.
I needed to do something.
What was your motivation, bro? Because there's the reason why I have this podcast is because a lot of people stay downhill and don't find a uphill, if that makes sense, or light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's physically, it could be academics, doesn't matter. It's life, right? What was the motivation for you with fitness, to getting your physical health, on the right path, I guess? If that makes sense. that was a little wordy.
I don't know if it's motivation. There wasn't anything that like triggered like, oh, now I'm gonna do this. I think it's just like the accumulation of like how I felt over time being big, and it's like, okay, I'm done, and then like saying like that's like the first thing, acknowledging that you need to make a change. That's always the first step. If you're in denial, that shit ain't gonna happen. Which is kind of like what I was experiencing a little bit. But then it's just, okay, I don't 100% know what to do. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
You know, my mom at the time, I remember she did like a gym membership, and it was like a family bundle, so it's like slightly cheaper per person. And I can't remember if she did it with just me and her or also my brother. But yeah, I just did it, and then I was just like, okay, what lifts am I familiar with? You know, I was like, okay, well, I've done squat and bench during high school. Deadlift, I've never done.
At the time.
At the time. But I was like, I'll try it. It's a compound movement. You know, let me just stick with the big three. That's what people refer to those power lifts as sometimes. And then just do some isolation stuff like curls and all that. It's nothing crazy. And yeah, just do it over and over again, year round. Sometimes people, they try and like go balls to the wall and all that, and then they're sore for like a week. Like, that's not how you do it.
It's not the move.
No, it's about putting in the reps over time. And believe it or not, in terms of like the type of exercise you do, it's very simple. Sometimes people do crazy drop sets and all these crazy exercises, like shit that I see them like hanging on top of a squat rack. I don't know. That's usually at like commercial gyms. Yeah. But I'm just like, what are you doing?
just work out, dude.
Yeah, just do something basic over time, over and over again.
How long did it get to? Are you okay? Let me reverse. Okay. Are you at your goal of how you want to look? You know, as a fitness.
I don't think I'll ever be.
Oh, really?
It's something. Okay. I think it could be a body dysmorphia thing.
Okay.
Something with how, when it comes to strength, whether it's like how strong you are or how you look, once you like reach like what you achieved, you're gonna want to look even better or lift even more. It's
tough.
It's low key an addiction if you're like trying to take it to that next level. So, I mean, to answer your question, no, but I will say sometimes what I do, because I still have those old pictures of myself, I always remind myself, okay, like I've come far. If for some reason something happened, you know, like I'm happy with the progress I made. If that makes sense.
Bro. The trips you took, what surprised me the most is that you went on your own, bro. You went on your own on these trips. You went to Seattle. Didn't you go Minneapolis? No.
Oh, so
how many trips have you done for the fitness competition?
It was Chicago, and I was gonna go to Indianapolis to see my sister. I was gonna go see my sister, but then she got COVID, so for safety reasons and all that, it's like,
oh snap, that's scary, dog.
Yeah, so I just extended my stay in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Worked it out at the hotel.
So. Nice, dude. Well, how do you feel? How did it feel about competing? No. Do you ever feel intimidated by these people that you compete with?
Powerlifting's an individual sport.
Right.
When you're on the platform, it's you and the barbell.
Yeah.
So
you see all these people looking at you, man. You know.
I think I'm used to it because of my sports background.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've played baseball all the way like back since I was 6 years old, so t-ball, and that ended all the way to high school. So that whole people staring at me and all that, like, I'm used to it.
That's cool, bro, because I get stage fright and be like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm out of here, bro. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
And I tried doing the whole workout thing. Well, I still am. You know, I'm not giving up. What I do is
they're not.
for me, what I really love to do, I don't know why, I just love to run.
That's fine. Yeah. You don't need to do what I do, just so we're clear.
Right.
You do not have to powerlift in order to. When it comes to how you look, it's a little bit like broad in terms of like what you can do. So do what you want to do, because that's what you're going to stay consistent with.
Yes.
You know, some people are like, oh, try CrossFit. For me, it's like, it looks fun and all that. I don't know if I could stick with it realistically.
Okay.
You know, for me, if I do some type of bodybuilding or powerlifting workout, I could see myself actually sticking with it. Running, nope.
Really?
No.
Really?
I mean,
stamina isn't.
No.
I would always see these kids, man, in middle school, even somewhat in high school, where we'd have to do. I don't know if you ever did it in middle school or high school. Pacers.
Oh
pieces.
shit!
Dude,
I've done
one to one side of the whole room, which is a big room, like a basketball court.
For us it was like the basketball court. I think we used it. Yeah.
And the people that would last like 70, 80 pacers, like they would go back and forth nonstop, and their stamina. Yeah. I would always be jealous, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, and I was a fat ass little. I was a fat ass kid, bro.
Yeah.
It was bad, bro. But
yeah.
you can't have the stamina or what?
I mean, I have for a period of time. So I guess like other sports I've done, it wasn't just baseball and football. I've also done Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh, shit.
That was like for
exotic.
Yeah, that was for like a year and a half, and that was, if you're talking about like grade school, like from kindergarten to 12th, that was probably the most in shape I've been.
Wow.
From like the end of 7th grade to like the beginning of 9th grade. That was when I did jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Holy moly.
And no weights or anything. It's just sparring. Like the cardio that you do is more like, I guess, hit training or stuff that you do in place, not necessarily running. But yeah, like I never stepped on the scale, but I know I looked better. That is one thing. And I noticed the results in PE when I would run miles, and
you'd feel it.
Yeah, like compared to like I did like 11 to 12 minute miles, and then it started reducing to like 7 to 8 on average. And then there was one day where I just kept going for whatever reason, and then it ended up being like 5 to 6, but that was like only one time in my life. But
yeah, I only made it to a mile and 0.2.
Yeah, but if in terms of like running though, I guess it would probably be more sprints. Yeah. I noticed I could like put 100% effort for a short amount of time, rest, keep doing that. So like I do cardio, and I technically run, but I also walk. so pretty much what I do around the park when I really need to cut weight, or if it's getting a little too close for the competition, is I live right by El Dorado Park, and it's a relatively big park. I always do 3 laps. Takes me about half an hour, and I have my Apple Watch that keeps track of my heart rate. So just
I need one of those.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient. It's pretty convenient.
Also very expensive.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my brother bought it for me, so I didn't buy it. Yeah, it is.
I'll let it pass.
Yeah. I did not buy this. My brother did. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, now I have something, but I was not gonna pay out of pocket for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just run until I'm like tired. Sometimes I'll stop, also because of muscular failure, not necessarily like.
Oh, I hate those.
Because there are times where maybe my calves or my quads or my hamstring. It's always my legs that cramp up. I never really get it in like my chest or anything like that.
I get it a lot of my ribs where I'm breathing. No,
the abdominals. Yeah.
I get it right there.
I have experienced that, but recently it's always my legs.
Yeah. You know what? Me too. Like one's heavy for me. One's heavier than the other. I don't know why. I think one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think one leg is heavier than the other because every single time I run, my right leg hurts. Only my right leg. Maybe I'm running weird.
It could be how you're pushing off, probably. Like,
you gonna tell me how to run right now, bro?
Yeah. No, I'm not. The only thing I could think of is like you're maybe pushing off a little bit more. That's maybe. The only thing I could think of.
You, dog.
Yeah. Nah, don't trust me. I'm no track coach here.
No, that's cool, bro. Like I said, man, it's cool to see you have a lot of interest, especially you just majoring in business. And what do you want to do with business? Actually, what do you want to do with your major here?
So I actually have a. I think I told you. Did I tell you?
Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So
the week, I put that on the thing too.
Yeah. The week after I came back from Seattle.
Yeah.
I did my second interview.
Yeah.
With an accounting firm, Hayashi Whalen. So
shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah.
Accounting firm.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the second interview, and then a week after that, that's when I got the phone call from the HR director that I got the job.
That's dope.
So
bro.
Signed the form, and it's just
you're starting. August. Correct me if
August
I'm
15th is that Monday.
That's freaking dope.
August 15th. I am doing something at the end of June. I actually just spoke with the HR director. There's like this.
You're doing initiating.
No, it's not like training or anything. It's this volunteer like HW gives back.
Same company.
Same. HW as in Hayashi Whalen. And they're going to Ranch Cielo. It's like a few minutes from my house in North Salinas, but it's like on Old Natividad Road in Salinas. I I don't 100% know what that center is. From what I heard, it's like a youth center. I don't know if they stay there or anything, but yeah, I got the email and then I said I'm interested, and then they're like, okay, like what size shirt do you wear? So they're gonna probably we're all gonna wear shirts.
It's official when you get that shirt question.
Yeah. So cool, why not give back? I've done volunteer stuff. Awesome. And I saw like the list of people who volunteer. Like there's gonna be like 40 to 50 of us. Like a good amount of the firm, if not the whole firm.
Oh, really?
Is gonna be there.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I wish you good luck with that, man.
Thanks.
That's a huge job, man. Are you excited?
Terrified at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
I've never worked in an office environment before, and even though like you're learning in school. Like, here's the one thing with, like, out of everything I'm studying, with accounting, I haven't really gotten too much hands-on experience. It's just, like, completing the work in class. And so, like, I understand, like, the concepts and how to do journal entries and all that. But I'm just like, oh, shoot, it's going to be what I'm learning in school times 100, in
it's
terms
always
of, like,
different. The real industry, whatever industry you work in, it's always going to be different from college.
But, yeah, I asked them in terms of, like, excuse me.
No, good.
In terms of, like, when training starts, I was like, okay, this position doesn't start until August, so I have like a whole 9 months. Like, do I need to do anything? And they said, no, training starts when you show up. So I was like, oh, okay, so I don't really need to do anything until then. The reason why I put quotes around that is because, like, I am gonna start studying for the CPA exam right away. Okay. A lot of people are recommending doing that right after you graduate.
What's CPA? What is that?
Certified Public Accountant. So you need to be licensed to handle some things. You're not just gonna let anyone.
Numbers. You gotta have some numbers.
A lot of people, when they think of accounting, they think of like basic numbers and all that. It's like, no, we're like looking at financial reports, like, and we're making and like at least in auditing for sure. We're making sure there's no sketchy shit happening. Yeah. And sometimes you can manipulate stuff so then it looks better for stockholders, which is bad. Shoot. Yeah. An extreme version would be some type of fraud.
You would be able to find that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, don't mess with Josh. Bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, before you tell me.
Yeah. I guess to simplify it in terms of journal entries and all that, it is algebra.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, I believe everyone should know. But a lot of people struggle with it. And I've witnessed, I do. And I witnessed it a lot when I tutor people. Mm-hmm. So there's for like 3 years from 2019 to, I believe, or it was probably 2.5 years. So from March 2019 to December 21, so just recently, I was tutoring at Hartnell College. So I was originally a math tutor.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was tutoring over there, and then for math classes, pretty much all the classes up to the first semester of calculus is what I can do.
Man, you're smart, bro. Would you say you 1 to 10? Like, with 10 being you're smart at math, just math in general, whether it's stats, whether it's pre-cal, whatever, algebra, geometry. 1 to 10, like, how good are you in math, man?
I'd say realistically 8.
Oh, okay. That's a high number. That's a very high number.
I know I'm definitely going to be rusty because there are times where it's like if there's a certain subject that I haven't seen for a while, I forget.
Right.
But that's more of I just need a refresher on it. I know if I kept the math major thing going, I'd probably go to like a 9 to a 10 probably.
That's awesome, bro. It's sad, for me because, well, not for me. Not just for me, but of course all the graduates, the people who are friends with the graduates, to see you guys leave, it's tough, man. How it was throughout the years you were in college, how was the support from your family, man? Did they support the fact that you wanted to minor in film?
I think because I still was a business major, yes.
Okay, cool.
The accounting...
You're lucky.
Yeah, the accounting...
Yeah.
So... And I understand accounting is like the safe job.
Right. Okay.
And that is why I did it. It's like once I get that CPA, I'm probably going to make 6 figures. But but there is going to be more work. There is going to be more work though. A lot of like hours in the office. Like they already gave me a heads up for the position I'm about to start. Like you're going to work at least 150 overtime hours in the first year. Yeah, like accounting's one of those. I think a lot of industries are like that. When you first start, in a way, it's like, I don't want to say initiation, but
I would say so.
You would say, okay, I wanted a more positive word, but when I think of initiation, I think of gangs or like frats, and I do not like the idea of hazing at all. So that's what I think of when I say that word.
It sucks. It sucks because in the film industry, they like to haze.
They do. Okay.
They like to haze.
I get so pissed. If it happened to me, I know I'd get pissed.
Yeah.
I'd probably just walk. Like, I probably wouldn't make a scene or anything. I'd probably just quit and be like, okay, bye. Bye. I don't need this shit. I have better things to do than this. Like,
I buy peace out.
Yeah, which is why I do multiple things, because it's like I don't rely on one thing.
That's awesome.
I used to, but not anymore.
That's good, bro. I actually admire that, bro. Because I always wanted to, whether it's fitness or anything like that, I wanted to get into archery, boxing, painting. I just got into painting.
Nice. I love. I'm trying to get into. I'm thinking about getting into drawing. So when I visited the Art Institute, pretty much like a whole art museum at Chicago, I went to like the gift store or whatever.
The gallery or no? Oh, no, I'm not talking about no. Keep going.
Yeah. So there's a store. When I left, I was like, okay, maybe I'll take something home with me. Right. I decided to get like a little book that teaches you how to do like sketches of like a portrait of someone. Yeah. So like the steps of like draw the circle for the head.
Is it like you're drawing it with them, kind of? Like, you know, like
it does like a step by step, I think.
Okay.
And I kind of skimmed. I haven't looked through the whole thing yet, but I'm hoping to like still. Awesome. I still want to have like a creative side. I don't want to just only do accounting. So like I do believe, like, in order to be like well-rounded in terms of like physical and mental health and, you know, just everything, you need to have like somewhat of a business side of you. And that's like,
yeah, man,
you know, you need to make money or else you won't live. As simple as that. You need to keep a roof over your head and keep food on the table, whether it's for you or for other people.
Definitely.
You know,
it's kind of the same thing though. The way you're kind of thinking, you know, business wise, as producer, they don't they deal with business more than the story itself, right? Yes. So for me, I wanted, well, it's kind of too late already, but I wanted to minor in business just so I can have that, you know, that business mentality.
Did you at least look up the requirements?
Yeah, so I'm actually taking a business class
next
semester. It's just a small one.
No, which one?
Business literacy or
financial literacy.
Yeah,
350.
350. Yeah.
So yeah, I noticed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the business majors that I study with, and even when I look at the requirements of my undergrad, like upper division, 350 is not in there, but I notice it's always an option every single semester. So I think it's more for people who don't major in business but still want to learn that stuff, because there are terms and stuff that a lot of people don't know, and I did not know until I took these business classes. And the funny thing is, it's like, oh, I knew what it was all along, but the vocab just threw me off.
Okay.
So like in accounting, like I've heard of like reconcile, like balances and all that. It's another way of double checking. if I had to put it in another way, if I had to dumb it down, it's just double checking, making sure your shit's right. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. Keep repeating myself, but I'm sad you're leaving, dog. I wish you all the best.
I'm still around, dude. Yeah. I'm still in Salinas. It's literally like
the work's gonna be here in Salinas.
It's in South Salinas, dude. So it's literally like a 15-20 minute drive from here.
Yeah, dog. I'm still gonna miss you out here, dude.
Yeah.
You feel me? What I'm excited for is that today, though this episode is gonna be released way after, today, May 19th, you worked on, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 projects.
Yes. 2
films premiering tonight. Talk about your roles on them and talk about the what films are they and who's directing.
Bernadette. So the first one I helped out with at the beginning of March was Bernadette's. I was the behind the scenes photographer / videographer, but awesome, more pictures and videos. So yeah, I'm curious on if they're like putting in the end credits or anything like that.
To be you?
Or like my pictures.
Oh.
Sometimes I see that like in end credits they'll put like behind the scenes stuff and all that. Like
Depending on time, though, it really
depending on time, it is a 5-minute
film.
So it probably, in terms of like how much footage they got, I don't think they'll be able to do it, but I am happy with what I got. Like all
the pictures were great, bro.
I only touched a couple in terms of editing. Really? It was only when we were like in the library and the sun was coming in from the window, but I was like on the other side, so everyone looked like a shadow. So I just touched it up slightly. Everything else did not. That was just the camera.
Your pictures are great, bro.
Yeah, that was just making sure my focus was on point.
And you are a photographer for the school, right? Or
so
you actually write?
I was last semester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I started working for the school paper in September 2021, and I started as a photographer for that semester. Then December we decided. Well, our editor-in-chief was graduating that fall, so once that position changes and someone moves up, everything's going to change. That's typically what happens that's usually when one or two people leave, everything changes in terms of like the staff positions. So I'm interested in coming back as a photographer or a production manager.
Okay.
And I got the production manager spot this semester, which is in terms of hours, slightly more hours. Okay. And instead of working, I mean, I do work during the week, but it's very minimal. But every Sunday, it's like a full 8.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, Every Sunday.
Are you done now? Are you officially done since you're graduating?
Yeah, the last issue is the commencement issue that we released this past Monday.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I saw on your story on social media that you just skimmed through it, but it looks great, man.
Yeah,
it looks great, bro.
Yeah, so I guess to be clear, like in terms of like the illustrations, that's Malia.
Oh,
like the
really?
person who actually like does it. So she's like our illustrator. She does a lot of like the online events where, because you know, if there's an online event, you don't want to take a screenshot of a Zoom call that looks shitty. You know, that's not what you want on a paper. And then we also have 2 photographers, Paloma and Brian. And then if they're not able to make it to an in-person event, we'll just have one of our writers upload a picture. And then obviously we have the writers. So from there, I just take the article, the pictures, and I do the layout. So like what you visually see, like like how big the columns are and all that. That's what I'm in control of.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah,
that's creativity. That's a tough part. I can't. For me, it would be like tough to even be a writer. I don't even know how to write, dog. Like screenwriting.
I can't.
Screenwriting's not the worst. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm sorry. But more like it takes up a lot of time to yo, you're good.
What's up?
So I would say so in the art, like for me, it's very intimidating on your part because of the fact of how much you invest your time in with fitness, with the projects, the films you've worked on. And I just admire it, bro. So I give you props, dog.
Thanks.
Seriously, dude. And you said, or you were gonna say you were working on also Bernadette's, also Julia's.
That was grip.
Fun. That was.
I held a rock.
He was key grip. Let's specify. He was key grip. Not grip.
So the first day was pretty chill.
Yeah, it was pretty chill, man. It was awesome.
Because we were outside, so we didn't really have actual lights set up. Yeah. But I held this bounce. Yeah.
That's
this gold
awesome,
bounce.
You did amazing. Without Josh, it wouldn't have been fun, man. It was super fun. Did you go on the last day, third day?
No.
That's right.
I wouldn't have been able to if Julie asked me. So I just told her, I was like, I'm available Friday and Saturday, not Sunday.
Okay.
And then she was like, with what we're doing on that day for shooting, like, I wasn't planning on having anything else set up, so we don't really need you, because like they went to Garland Ranch or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. So obviously trying to go in there where people are hiking.
We did it though. You did
it though, right? Yeah.
It's cool because that set was just so fun. Her film coming out today as well. What Happened to Nina? I'm excited for that one. That one was just so well thought out. Everything was going smooth. We weren't behind. It was just smooth. I was assistant director on that one, and the crew was just perfect, dude. It was so much fun.
I really liked working with Chris too on that Saturday when we
Chris
set up
Rose,
in the
shout out.
He's very particular with how he wants things. So I can definitely see how someone would be like annoyed, but that little attention to detail is how you're efficient, and like he did a great job.
Yeah, dude,
pretty much. Yeah,
he is in especially here in the community of CCUMB CART specifically.
Yeah,
is the GOAT here.
Okay. everybody yeah. When it comes to lighting, I heard he's the man.
Yeah, the GOAT.
So.
Everybody talks well about Chris, man. He knows what's up. And I'm super excited to see everybody's work, bro. So, like I said, we kind of already skipped over your job. We already talked about your job and everything. I'm super excited today. Something I really want to talk about before I do that. You're graduating soon, like we said, bro.
Yes.
Something that people seem to be dealing with, and of course, I feel like it's always going to be a given. Stress and anxiety when it comes to just being a college student. I'm not talking about filmmaking.
Okay.
Just how do you deal with it as a college student, man? A lot of people who get stressed stay stressed. You feel me?
I mean, I think my powerlifting has a role.
Nice.
It also plays as a stress reliever.
Yeah.
That's my anywhere between 1 to 3 hours that day where I'm not really worried about anything else. And you need to have some type of like physical exertion, whether it's like boxing, like hitting something, or in my case, lifting heavy ass weight.
So you think like, to get that stress out, you need to do something.
You need to do like whether it's going on a run, you need to do something physical.
Okay.
That definitely helps. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I say boxing, don't like hit someone. Like go to a punchy, like a gym and actual punchy bag, or if you want to hit someone, actually do a legit spar with them. Don't just, man. No street fights or anything. Is that how not Fight Club shit? Yeah, which is the movie that I reenacted with Matt.
Oh really?
Yeah. I was doing Edward Norton's character for one scene. Scene.
Okay,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll show you.
That's freaking dope. Yeah, stress and anxiety, bro. Anxiety, it takes a toll on you. Even myself, lately I've been feeling anxiety just because of the workload. Life itself, everybody's just going through stuff. How would you go about it besides powerlifting?
Okay.
How would you besides powerlifting?
Definitely have like some time to yourself.
Yeah.
If it's like if you're really overwhelmed and you feel like you need to cry, like let it out.
Yeah.
So there have been times where like I make sure like if I have to, I'll go for a drive to get, cause I live with my mom and my brother. Our house is pretty small. We can hear each other. So like I'm not trying to have my family hear me do that shit. So
of course, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes I just need to step out. Sometimes it's as simple as stepping out in the backyard or the garage. Yeah. And that's enough separation. But if I really need to get out, then it's like, okay, like let's go in the car.
Exactly. See, this is exactly, I keep going back to this.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I have Josh on here, is because the people who come on here, I invite them because of the fact that not only are they powerful mentally, emotionally, you guys overcome obstacles, bro. And a lot of people need maybe even the influence, the motivation, some type of dedication towards it. And if they see this, hopefully even just one person, right? They're like, okay, if he can do it, if she can do it, I can do it. That's why, literally the main reason why I have this fool on here. And it's just amazing to see that, you're growing, bro. I've only known this fool for only 9 months, and I see you growing from the first time I met you, bro. That's awesome to see, bro.
Yeah.
And what's one of the things you're gonna miss about CSUMB out here?
This past school year, arguably, is probably like the best school year I've had.
Okay.
I'm talking about elementary, middle, high school too. The relationships I've made, obviously cinematography.
Yeah.
The documentary production class was exactly the same in terms of relationships.
That's awesome.
Like, so what? We in cinematography we had like 15 people.
Yeah, and we all
knew each other, right? We all vibed. Same thing. Documentary, 8 of us.
That's cool.
We all vibed. And then with business, I never really experienced that until this semester with my capstone group. It was 5 of us.
The smaller the better. And
that's something I know. Yeah, but I've had group projects in the past. A lot of these business classes have a lot of these group projects, like in marketing and management and all that. And then capstone is like the final one. But in terms of like there is no drama, we were all on the same page with what we want to do. We made the plans that we made. We follow through with it. So we didn't really have to like start from scratch. And yeah, like
that's cool, man.
Yeah, and then obviously the school paper too. Like I definitely met a lot of people, and I hope to try and keep in
this
touch.
Semester itself. I believe you've done a lot, bro, and especially just for the school, bro. One of the questions, important questions. Actually, I have two more questions for this. I always have a final question for people out here. One more question about college. What advice would you give people who are I guess to college students specifically, even if it's they're not in business or film? What do you give? What kind of advice would you give them, man? Because as a stereotype to college students, we're always stressed, anxiety, things happen, and we all make mistakes, you know. But what advice would you give them?
I guess do a little every day. As in, I think a lot of the stress is a lot of deadlines.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of them do overlap. You know, a lot of teachers set it up where, you know, midterms week, you have some type of project or some type of exam coming up. Same thing with finals. Yeah. Definitely being realistic with how you prioritize and schedule things. So that is one of the scary things with me doing different things is, oh shoot, how am I going to balance this out?
That's what I'm saying.
But the lucky thing is, like, a lot of what I do, I'm able to have somewhat of a set schedule. So like the same, like what I already said is like the school paper, I already know Sunday is dedicated to the paper. Therefore I need to make sure like my other days are towards school. Class schedules are always the same every week, so I have an idea of like when I'm going to go to campus or when I'm going to log in on Zoom. So I would say organization is definitely a big thing. Also, if you are going to college and you want to actually do a good job, don't really worry about partying. If I'm going to be honest, I don't. It also could be because I'm like an introvert too, and I just don't care for it. Like, I mean, I am less shy, but like if you would have met me in high school, I would have been hella quiet. Oh, really? I think I was probably quiet when I first met you. You're pretty outgoing guy, so like you talking to me kind of helped me like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But
yeah, you need to be realistic with like what you need to prioritize.
I agree 100%, bro. One of the things, like I said, the reason for this podcast, a lot of people, you know, stay down. People need to know that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And if they see this episode, they're going to see that there's people out there who are not giving up on themselves. So they shouldn't, right? And so the final question that I have for the podcast, bro, I always ask this. What moment made you the person you are today, whether it's negative or positive, bro?
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Shoot.
You should have prepared, bro. Nah, I kid.
Shoot. I guess in terms of, I don't know if it's a moment, okay, but it's definitely happened a good amount of my life where, how I said, I don't want to like rely on one thing.
Right on.
Majority of my life, I focus on baseball a lot, especially in high school. Yeah, I did play football, but once if I had to go back, I don't want to say it's a regret, but I can't really think of another word, but I wish I was like a multi-sport athlete, because maybe I turned down an opportunity of doing something. Like some people, they knew my background jiu-jitsu. They're like, you probably could have been a really good high school wrestler, probably a better wrestler than you were a baseball player, like in terms of like maybe even going into college and all that. And not only that, like you learn different skills of different things. And I think that played a role with how I want to finish college. It's like, no, I don't. Yeah, I'm studying accounting, and yes, I am going into accounting, but I don't want that to be the only thing in my life.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Go paint.
Yeah.
go. Yeah, run a few laps. No, seriously, though, that's something what I'm scared of, that sticking to one thing. That kind of, I feel like that closes you like a cage, and then your creativity becomes limited, right?
Exactly.
And because like with me with numbers, you know, for me, I just I'm good. But other than like for me with film, you know, you come together as a crew with your documentary production. You guys create stuff together, you know, and it's so cool. to see, because I saw one of your I believe I think no, somebody else. I'm sorry. Messed up. My bad. But I've seen some of the stuff from documentary production, and you see how they collab with each other. In cinematography, we collab, and then when we did No Say For All 2, it was just so much fun, you know, to talk to.
That was a struggle.
That was very much a struggle, but Josh,
2 hours of setting up a shot. Oh my god!
2 hours. It took
one shot. One shot. Well, for those of you guys that don't know, as you can see, these walls are pretty
very white.
Very white. So
white like America.
Yeah. So the light bounces off. So we're like, oh shoot. So, but obviously this isn't like our place or anything, so we can't like paint it black.
We can't paint it.
It's not my place, so I wouldn't.
I think somebody said, "Hey, is there any way we could paint this black?"
I think I did it. I think I said that because I was like, "Hey, this isn't my place. Can we paint it black? Like, I don't care. It's not my responsibility." Like,
yeah, bro.
And then Josh was like, "Hell no."
I remember. See, those are the memories I'm gonna miss, dog.
Yeah.
Those are the things I'm gonna miss about everyone, including you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to just see where you go, bro. Seriously, whatever you do, keep me updated, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Josh Label, ladies and gentlemen. Any last words? Any last words for the people?
I mean, just keep going. Yeah. Like we talked about struggle a lot. Just keep going. Like something will come your way. You might not know it yet.
Beautiful. Very well said. The perfect specimen, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. Yeah.
The perfect specimen. I think I'm gonna call that the title. The perfect
oh my
specimen.
god.
That's a good one. Okay, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Josh Label. Make sure you guys give him all your support and love. 2 of the films he's worked on coming out tonight, May 19th. Bernard, I forgot her last name. That sucks.
Angeles.
I knew that. I was just testing him.
I almost hesitated.
Bernadette Angeles, yes, and Julia Ruiz.
Yep.
What Happened to Nina and Are You Still Playing? Coming out tonight, with the help of Josh Label. I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys have a great night, great day, what time you guys are listening to this. Just enjoy it. Thank you, bro, for having me.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you, bro, for being here, bro. I really appreciate you. I gotta say this. Like and subscribe and rate and review, please. I would love more people to watch this YouTube channel. Nobody does.
I listen.
He's actually one of the ones that actually listens to this, bro.
A lot of like what I listen to are like people that I know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. Peace out. And we are out. Yeah, so.